Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And we're off. Don't think we'll see anything towards before the police station, at least. What do you reckon, dude?
Well, obviously, the first mini hurdle to clear is the basketball court. Obviously, Magn00zl is going to try for the no damage gate.
Think Peko played safe there?
I can't remember what Peko did in the last round. I would assume, being a knife runner, he'd probably just take the bite, but we'll have to wait and see for that. Yes, here we go, Mag's coming up to it now. Let's see what sort of RNG gets for that. Well, didn't have to go into the menu at least. Oh, he's made it round.
No damage gate for Magnus.
Yeah. Peko tried the no damage gate, but no, he hasn't got it.
So the zombie has taken a step forward for him. So
yeah, it's a couple of seconds in it already, I think.
That's nothing for these two.
No, absolutely not. When you're racing somebody of the quality and consistency of Magn00zl, though, you've really got to squeeze every tenth of a second out of him that you can.
That's a 4-2 bus for Magnus.
Yeah, that was... Oh, Pekoron gets even worse. Look, he got 5-2. The RNG is firmly with Magn00zl at this early stage. I'll clock that about 155 RPD for Magnus and about a 201 Pekoron.
Oh man. Who are you? Oh.
So like I was
Magnus
saying,
is currently talking to poor Marvin over here.
Yeah. Yes, Mag, obviously, world record holder on normal difficulty for 3 of the 4 scenarios available. It's only Claire B that prevents him from completing the set. Which,
Has he made attempts for this category? I'm not sure if he made attempts for that one, did he?
For Claire B, yes. Yes, he's a few down the leaderboard for that, actually. I think he's about 6th, something like that. But Magn00zl has the world record for Claire B. Magnus has probably just let him have it. Probably just being a nice guy.
Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors.
Which doesn't do any justice to Dara, really, to be fair, because he's a very good runner in his own right.
Yes, indeed. Maybe we'll see more of Pekoron coming into the other categories. Now he loves his knife runs.
Yeah, of course, historically, a knife-only or low-percent runner of RE2, but in the last year he has transitioned into the main categories. Obviously, little difference really for a lot of it. It's obviously this sort of game when you're speed running. It's mostly about dodging, which is of course the same whether you've got a firearm or if you've got a knife.
As pointed out by Vix in the chat, Magnus will be at ESA running Resident Evil 2. That should be a nice show.
Yes, it was RE3 he ran last year, wasn't it?
Believe so, yeah.
I'm doubting myself now I said that, but yeah. It's, yeah, the gap's getting bigger all the time. Clocking it at about 6 seconds now.
6 seconds difference. That is how the early RNG has fallen. But obviously, the lab is a very good taker downer. Time.
And Magnus is into the Stars Room cutscene.
Leon!
It's good to see you're still among the living. It looks like we're not gonna find your brother here after all.
We've got both runners in the start office now, and Vix is trying to shove her face into a chocolate fudge cake. See you in there in the chat.
No reason for us to stay any longer than necessary. Let's split up, look for any survivors.
Wesker wants to swap places with Vixen. I think there's surgery you can get for that.
One last thing. Here's a radio. Take it. That way we can keep in touch if anything happens.
Quick shout out all the people in the chat, all the hosts, all the people supporting us here. It's a good cause, quality people on the show. That's what we like to see.
Massive amount of hosts this channel's got since its creation. Quite often I go on Twitch and there's so many hosts. People I follow who are also hosting RE speedruns.
Well appreciated by everyone here.
Absolutely so. Yeah.
Let him know later for you that you're well and truly sozzled, Vix. Shout out S4 in the chat there. I see you there, buddy. I think you were streaming for about 40 hours straight the other night, you crazy man.
It was a long time, wasn't it?
To be fair, after his race, I watched him on Minecraft for a bit. I went to sleep, I woke up, and he's still streaming. That man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mag had a bit of a menu brain fart there. Probably lost a second or so.
Hopefully Peko can catch up a bit.
Yeah, Peko's menuing at the fountain was fantastic. So probably clawed himself back a second there.
I mean, there's about one room between these two, which you think is a lot, but I think Peko can bring this back. I think he can pick it up.
Yeah, absolutely. One bad fight, having to, especially, it's not so much the time you lose through having a bad boss fight, it's the time it can take you to heal as well. Going into the menu, you know, that become just an extra hit at a boss fight can mean that you have to lose 3, 4, 5 seconds, which is really where. But I mean, that is in itself.
11 runners.
Yeah, it's a lot better than running on caution, because you're losing a second. I think, what is it? You're running at 90% speed, so you're gonna bleed time the longer you're running on caution. So it's easier just to take the menu and heal.
Got Mag running into the library now. I think Peko might have clipped a couple of walls there, lost himself a few seconds, but
Yeah, he did coming out of the file room. going around the central central shelves. So potentially the advantage you'd clawed back is lost.
Pekoron now starting the puzzle here, and Magnus is just finishing it.
Magnus isn't particularly match fit. He's been at work a lot these past few days, but to be honest with you, really wouldn't notice it watching him. He looks pretty much on top of his game. Yeah, we're looking at 940 going through to the. Yeah, there's a good 9 or 10 seconds in it already. It's just one of the things you don't realise when you first start running this game is your movement is so crucial to saving yourself tenths of a second here, tenths of a second there, and
those seconds add up.
Yes, absolutely they do, and it's over the course of a game that takes you 40 odd minutes to complete. It really does bring your time down, as well as the door skips as well. If you can get your door skips well timed, then that's huge.
Like making his way back to the police station now. He's putting the red gems in now, so a little bit short lead pushing out here for Magnus.
Yes, what's quite unusual to these races compared to, say, if you were doing a casual races, you're normally in communication with the people that you're racing against, so you've got a good feel for where they are, how well they're doing, you know, which if they've done things in a slightly different order and where they are now. Magnus and Pekoron basically in a pair of isolation booths, so Magnus could, as far as he knows, he's behind, or he's ahead, or they're exactly second by second.
Mike taking a hit there.
Yeah, got that slightly.
Not taking him to caution though.
No, that should he should be quite high still. If that's the first slash he's taken, he'll still be really quite high on HP wise.
Is he going to YOLO? Oh, there you go. All the evidence room.
If anybody's wondering, the other quarterfinal that was, I believe, due to be raced yesterday, Kelvin unfortunately couldn't make it, and we were unable to fix a time with him. So Dara's gone through by default. So unfortunately, that's one less race for you guys to watch. But
unfortunately, Peko just got a bit in that room. That's
yeah, the evidence room, wasn't it? Yeah.
Peko might need to grab a herb at this point.
Oh well, he gets around Marvin fairly well anyway. So
Have the inventory space to grab the herb though right now.
yes, yeah, he's not going to have the inventory space.
Not for a few minutes yet, no? He's got to...
Well, he's going to go into the interrogation room, which he'll lose a key there, but then he's got to pick up the plug at the end of that room, so he can't pick up the first aid spray unless he picks the first aid spray up and uses it straight away, and then picks up the plug.
Fortunately, though, both runners still
sorry.
on fine.
Never mind. I was thinking they were much further into the game. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, there are herbs around, but not really on the beaten path around here. There's a herb in the corner of the car park, and there's a herb in the cell before Ben's cell, but both of them mean going out of your way, which is a further time loss, as well as the time loss to going in the menu and going into using the herb. I think because he's on caution, he's not even going to think about that though. He'll just carry on, and then it will be, I think, yeah. If he takes another hit between then and the interrogation room, then that's possible. He'll use that first aid spray then.
And Magnus's pace is slowly pulling away from Pekoron now. I believe there is about 15 to 17 seconds in it now.
Obviously, with that bite in the interrogation room, that's another few seconds time loss. So it all adds up. But yes, we are getting towards the point now where Pekoron's going to need Magnus to get some bad luck or to make a mistake or two.
We have got the spiders coming up.
Yes.
Quality bit of poison on the way.
The many speedrunners' runs have ended to those spiders.
And who the heck are you? I'm trying to find my boyfriend. His name's John.
Obviously, for anybody who doesn't know, if you get poisoned by the spiders, then your HP drops, as well as your health being lower. It continues to drop lower to the point where I think it drops down as low as 5 or 10, but at that point you're so slow as to just basically it means that you're not really achieving anything. This bit in a speed run is basically the equivalent of a commercial break. This is when everybody goes to the toilet.
Lead it right to me. Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm the only cop left alive in this building. What? Look, if you want to live, then you're gonna have to leave with me. But do you even know how to get out of the city? There's a kennel in the back of the building.
Ben and his ponytail.
Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
All right, I'm going.
So you got any plans to stream this game soon, Jason?
I do. Don't know when. But I do have I am in the process of making sure it's not going to crash, as we know there is some very awkward things with that.
Hmm.
We go Magnus going through the spiders. First time clean there for him. Going up to Pekoron, coming through on his first spider run now.
That's the first one fine.
I don't think I've introduced
Yeah.
my name
Sort of
is
baited him there at the near side corner.
It's a dead end.
You think we can get upstairs through this shaft? Give me a boost. I'll go and check.
Jason, where's your accent gone?
I stopped talking to my family, so it's gone away now.
You put it away.
Put it away now. Anyone who has known me for a while does know that my accent does come and go as it pleases.
Sound like two completely different people. I thought this was, when the game was released, I thought these sections were quite neat. The way that you'd play as a different character, but as a speedrunner, I think they're pretty lame. They're also over really quite fast, aren't they?
Yeah, it will be nice to see if the remake has an extra section.
I imagine they will add stuff to it. I mean, like they did with the Resident Evil 1 remake. It'd be nice if they threw in another sort of subplot or two, like they did with Lisa Trevor. That was quite clever.
Right here.
But I mean, I'm just jonesing for some more Kendo and Marvin.
The ventilation hole. I'm going to have to find another way around. I'll catch up with you later.
Maybe they'll add a mechanic where Kendo is like the merchant from RE4, and he flogs you those Mugi lights.
Magnus out of the Edith scenario now. She's back into the spiders.
Pre-release Kendo DLC. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I do believe it will be Kaiser. I believe it will be on the podcast.
Oh yeah, this will definitely work its way into rotation. And this is the last quarterfinals race, right?
Yes, indeed it is.
Yeah, so I'd expect that running on a loop, all the quarterfinals, or oh no, sorry, Stephen says there's one tomorrow, so definitely once that's out of the way, I imagine they'll all be on repeat.
It's not. One more tomorrow.
One more tomorrow. Yeah.
Shows what we know, eh?
Yes, it's hard to keep up. I like that. I like that dodge that Pekoron does on the liquor. Yes, Andy King Speedo versus Arm Hellion tomorrow at 3.
That will also be a quality race. Armelian in the chat there. Shout out to you, buddy.
Okay, so yeah, Magnus gets through the first part of the red hallway fine. Just the one guy to easily skirt around for a perfect first leg of the red hallway. Oh, Pekoron nails YOLO Horde. That was never in doubt. That was very good. Straight line, straight through. 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. Just basically rubbed shoulders with Misty there. So Magnus is on the return leg now. That's 1. Gets past Misty. Very good. It's just
Lovely hallway for Mag there.
It's just a joy to watch, really, isn't it? It makes he makes it look like it's so easy.
Magnus getting out with the that part of the police station faster than Lionel Messi gets out with a fine.
Very true. There's a Pekoron on the way back. Yep. Oh, Misty. She was a bit sleepy there.
Pekoron getting the good RNG there with the orbit as well, straight through. And not in doubt, Peko straight out of there. Miller's got to be watching this race with a bated breath, knowing that this is who he's going to be up against.
Oh, is that the... Yeah, I didn't quite see the tournament table.
Lead cannon, yeah, both got the perfect hallway straight through. Co's giving it his best shot now. Was he not giving it his best shot this whole time, Andy?
He's been, well, he's kind of been lulling us into a false sense of security. And he's going to blitz the second half of this race now, which makes it all the more entertaining for us.
You can see Ben's having a pretty bad day over there.
Yeah, I guess his strategy of going to the Winchester and waiting for it all to blow over has backfired.
Ben! Can you still hear me? Come on, answer! Damn! I don't believe this. I almost got the story. Ben. Bitter irony. The chief of police.
So we've got the
co-conspirator.
first real boss coming up now, G Embryo, just before the two plugs and the start of the sewers. The final two plugs, I should say, the start of the sewers.
My chest. It's burning. What's wrong?
It's a pretty straightforward boss fight, really. Get your positioning right. Fire off as many rounds as you can to kill him quickly, and
Hope for no stragglers, really. Hope for no little stragglers.
well, yeah, absolutely. There is a little bit if you go left and right, you're able to shake them off without an extended animation doing so, and then just hope that you don't get that little bit. I'm not sure if he can block you without him swiping you. I think that puts him into a position to block you. I'm not sure I've ever seen anybody get no damage on that boss without get no damage and then get blocked.
Ben's finished having a bad day now. Spilt some hot sauce everywhere.
Ragu. So yeah, Mag just going in for it now. Diagonal
First
line,
boss coming in for Magn00zl.
straight there.
I do believe different runners do employ a very slightly different tactic for this boss, is where they stand and how they shoot.
You can kill him with less shots if you get a little bit closer, which I think looks like Magnus has done. I mean, you've got a quick shot. You've got to be able to quick shoot to do that.
Excellent fight by Magnus there.
Yeah.
He's just gone straight through.
Pretty flawless.
Now we see Peko coming up now. Let's see if Peko could repeat Magnus' success here.
What was that all about? Running off like that was reckless and stupid. Those zombies are everywhere. Not to mention that thing that got Ben.
I was there, Leon. I know.
Yeah, it looks like he's gone close enough. Not
Look, Ada.
dropped a quick shot there.
It's my job to look out for you.
But yeah, he's passed him. It's okay.
We don't work together. Okay?
All right. We'll do this your way for now.
Clocking in. Yeah, there's really quite a difference now.
Little things have started to add up in Magnus's favour here.
Absolutely. I'd say it's close to 30 seconds now.
Obviously, we still have the sewers, and we still have the labs to go, and anything could happen in there.
That woman was... I have to talk to her.
Now we see Ada Part 2 here from Magnus.
Yeah, I mean this is
Should be noted for the newer players of the game that the runners here de-equip the pistol on Ada, because it makes a difference in this cutscene, as otherwise the net would shoot the handgun out of your hand if you had it equipped. So there you go.
well, it's not so much that, it's that Ada has to then pick it up after the cutscene. That's I don't think there's much, if any, difference to shooting the rail or shooting out of your hand, but it's the second or so that it takes for her to pick it up off the floor. But if you haven't got it equipped, you can just run straight away. Run away straight away.
Sentiment was there. Unequip the handgun.
Yes. Oh my god.
Capable of creating the ultimate bioweapon. Its potential is even greater than that of the T-virus. Then that must mean the creature in the police department is precisely my husband, William. And it's all Umbrella's fault. None of this would have happened if they hadn't tried to steal his research away from him.
We're sort of really relying on the lab lickers to make things interesting.
As a result of his virus-induced transmutation.
I mean, we all stand in awe of Magnus and how consistently good he is at this game. But unfortunately, it does kind of make it like Barcelona playing some third division Spanish side.
Pekoron is top tier. It's an uphill battle, but you know we've got the faith.
Absolutely.
Faith in Peko.
It's not
Pull it out.
It's not to do Pekoron down too much. Very, very, very good runner in his own right. But Magnus, wow. I think we were all secretly hoping for a bit of an off day to make the race a little closer. I mean, you know, everything's up for grabs with these tournaments, really, for the future. Nothing's set in stone. Stephen's got some incredibly interesting ideas. I personally, I'd love to see something like a speed run over 2 legs. It'd be interesting to see how Magnus and Pekoron got on over 2 legs if one was any percent and one was low percent, so only using the knife.
You know, we're talking about a home and away leg here.
Yeah, that sort of thing. I mean, I would wager Pekoron would win that battle because Mag's so unaccustomed to the knife run. Yeah, Les pointing out the final's going to be best of three runs.
Leon,
Mag getting back to Ada now just as Pecco's starting the croc.
Isn't making things any easier.
That seemed like Pecco was brought up time.
I'll patch you up.
Maybe I'm just
That's two I owe you.
getting my times wrong here. Obviously, you know, either put in a bandage. We don't know where she got the bandage from, but she's bandaged Leon.
Oh,
That fixes
okay.
bullet wounds instantly.
Never mind. Let's just get out of here.
I believe that was a quick croc there,
It
Pecco.
was, yeah, it was. He pulled that off, yeah. Very good.
Feel free to fire off any ideas you have in the Discord. Stephen Mate S, you know, always looking for ideas.
.25 getting that Wolf medal. So
I believe there has been some bloopers in the past of Ada blocking that drop off from getting the second medal.
oh god, yeah, that's incredibly frustrating.
Magnus heading to the tram now.
I think Pecco's getting, yeah, I think he got that block you were just talking about. Ada was blocking him from getting down.
I can see the future.
Yes, he's not had the rub of the green, unfortunately, this run.
Busy Pecco moving towards the tram now just as Magnus is coming off of it.
Do you want to say?
Lovely dodges here by Mag. Lovely dodges. Choosing not to take a safety first aid spray. Pecco just coming off of the tram now.
Yeah, I think that gap's increasing all the time. I'm clocking it in around 33 seconds now. I think, to be honest, Mag could have quite a bad train Birkin and still be fairly comfortably ahead.
Pecco decided to shoot the wall.
Can you hear me? Come on, snap.
Not quite sure what the wall said to him, but
Yeah, it's a bit of an auto aim fail there, unfortunately. And this is what can happen in a run. You find that you get a bit of bad luck. I don't know whether it's confidence dropping, but you sometimes when you make one error, it seems to compound, and you go on to make more errors on top of it. Which is incredibly frustrating.
Quality fight by Mag there, straight past Trainbergen.
Yeah,
Don't die on me, Aiden.
flawless again.
Wake up! Come on!
Putting on a show for the crowd areas.
Welcome back. Hey, take it easy. We're inside Umbrella's secret lab.
Yeah, I agree. Let's.
We'll find time to treat that wound, so
It
get
would
ready
be.
here in the
It
meantime.
would be good to see that a low percent
Go.
tournament. I think the most you could hope for really is a low percent
After you.
race or two now and again. It's just unfortunately I don't think
Stay with me.
enough people have an interest in it.
Time, but I really enjoy being with you.
I mean, it'd be.
I know.
I think it'd be quite entertaining for people just to give it a
I
stab.
don't want to lose you.
We're leaving this together.
No pun intended.
I'll be right back.
Perhaps we can call out a show match at some point. A good low percent show match. We'll see what we can do there.
Well, a sort of a tournament where basically nobody. I mean, obviously you could invite anybody, but it might be fun to watch. Certainly, there'd be a less predictability to certain matches. I mean, can you imagine if me and you did low percent chase? We'd probably both end up dying, but then yeah,
Somewhere in the police station, obviously.
probably. It'd have nothing to do with actually trying to knife a boss. It'd just be like get killed by lickers or something daft.
I'd probably just end up holding a knife by the wrong end, doing myself, so. Plug is in for Mag, power is on.
Now you get a full heal from Ada, full free heal from Ada when she patches you up. And Magnus
Peko having.
Magnus hasn't.
Peko.
He's not taken any hits since then, has he?
I don't believe he has, but he's going to see the lickers now. What are we going to see? Oh, one scratch.
One scratch, yeah.
Just one scratch. Unlucky for Peko there. Standing just slightly to the left, and good old Resident Evil timings. He had to move.
See, this again is where the interesting aspect of the races comes in. That they don't know how the other one is doing. So, if Magnus knew that he had 30 seconds or more of time, he might be more inclined to pick up a first aid spray and use it. Whereas, as far as he knows, Peko's right on his heels, if not ahead of him. So that means he's got to keep full tilt, which of course, leaves him more susceptible to
Getting
making
hit, and we'll
mistakes.
see. We'll see
Yeah.
going back through the lickers now. This
There's
is Peko's coming
another
through
scratch
them.
now. He gets past the third one though.
Both runners straight through there. Basically passing each other, weren't they then? Peko was doing his first run as Magn00zl was doing his second, so... Are you expecting a safety fast from Mag?
No, I don't think so. No. Oh, he's been grabbed. Is that just the one? Yeah, he's got away with just the one. He'll need to use the first aid spray.
His inventory is full.
I know what you're looking for. You came for the T-virus, didn't you? Never take it from me. This is my husband.
There is not a heal for a short percent here, so...
Where's that spy you were?
That's a beautiful second run for Peko there.
Yeah, has Magnus not got any?
You really
I don't believe Mag has a heal on him.
It was
He's
just
carried away.
just the Magnum rounds he picked up, wasn't it?
sent here by the agents.
Picked up the Magnum rounds and he had no space afterwards.
Yes. So
That's a lie.
a lot of this time is going into cutscenes, though. So
Discovered this when I did a background check on her.
it's not going to be
Close to John and became his girl.
it's not going to be
Get information about
too punitive to him.
That can't be. I know her. Ada wouldn't do something like that.
If you don't want to believe it, I
Did Mag have a first aid spray on him?
anyway.
I don't believe he did. Did he?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, Peko. Oh,
He's
Peko.
on caution as well. Oh no, it's all going wrong. Get away from that. Oh no!
Come on, Peko.
No, he hasn't got the inventory space either.
Oh, no. It's all going Pete Tong for Peko right now.
That could have made the end of the race quite interesting, but I think unless Magnus dies now, I think it's he's got it in the bag, and
Still, we could see a G4 death here.
well, I think one bite off a naked zombie would do Peko in at this point.
But no, I believe he's got one bite in him.
You know
I think 2 bites, it's going to take 2 to finish him.
hand over the G virus.
I don't believe this. Annette was right. About everything.
That's why I told you to leave without me, but you wouldn't listen. Now hand it over. Don't make me shoot you.
What if it is a double G4 death?
Yeah, it's a good question. That
Oh,
Ada!
would it have to be speculated on by how much damage had already been inflicted upon that boss?
G. Leon. It's over. Just let me
Shut up. Gonna make it.
Leon.
Whoever dies last, how would that work?
No. I promise you that we were
Lowest IGT at that point, okay.
I'll be out here.
I really wanted to escape with you, Leon.
But right now, if it's a double G4 death, we'd have Mag as the winner.
Bye.
Well,
Ada!
yeah, depending on. No, I don't know. That sounds a bit iffy, actually.
Possibly at this point, we've got Vix in chat after about 7 vodkas, so...
Oh, the lush.
This is what everyone's been dying.
Vix is in full-on sesh mode right now. Is the... No. Possibly a herb? No, Magnus is still full inventory, isn't he?
Yeah, they both are at this point, so yeah, they can't even get the green herb by the naked zombies. Magnus obviously playing it safe with these zombies.
I think he's going to mow disc into herb heal, if I'm honest.
No.
Oh! He's going for it. Mag is going for it.
Balls out.
5 minutes until detonation.
Squeaky bum time for Mag. Possibly leaning towards Fergie time, but we're not going to that yet. Doesn't have the timer in his back pocket, so we can't call that. Form 2 now from Mag. Getting lucky with that, or we might get lucky with on top.
He's locked him in, I think. Yeah, he's going where he wants him. And that's the game.
Got him in that sweet spot where he will not jump. Now is he Peko? What's Peko going to do? Peko is a lot lower health, so I think he's going to go for the herbs. He should go for the herbs.
No, he's gone for it.
Oh, he's gone for it. Good lord.
And Magnus still strolls over the line to an obscenely low time. Despite all that.
To give Peko all love and support now. He is truly on squeaky bum time right now.
Oh, he's trying to get in the elevator before he fights. Oh, this is going to be fraught. This is going to be very close. I think he surely only got one swipe, one attack left in him. If G4 doesn't jump, then I think this is rip. Yeah, this is rip. Oh, where's he gone?
Gone off. He might be.
There we go. Oh no, oh, it's terrible. That's so horrible for that to happen at the end.
G4 had jumped onto the first set of platforms. He could have locked him in the spot, got away with it, but just unfortunate. Bible thumps all over the chat.
Okay, let's get him in.
GG, both runners there.
Hello.
Good race, guys.
Yeah, it was Clint.
Unlucky Pekoron.